James, many congratulations into the semi-final.
Cheers.
A very accomplished performance. Summer it for us.
A struggle. Probably didn't deserve it, but I did enough at the right times, and despite being buggered with a set of darts that I wasn't ready for, which probably caused a lot of panic at certain shots and scores and doubles. I was lucky enough to get away with it.
I was going to ask you about that. What goes through your mind that obviously it's during a break, so we didn't know what was going on until we saw it. What goes through your mind at that point?
I say that because it's like complete relief. It was awful. You just think, Jesus, it's a set of darts. You should be able to retrieve your darts out of the dartboard without the point snapping. I've been, and it seems to be weird because in the last month to 6 weeks, I've had 2 points snap on me to similar occasions, and I'm really frustrated with it. Really frustrated, because I play darts with a new set every tournament. My set of darts now that I'm using for the tournament are perfect, and all I do is retrieve them out of the dartboard, and they snap. So that needs to be addressed.
But you managed to get over it, showing.
Yeah, and it wasn't by quality, or it wasn't by playing better. It was rubbish, absolute rubbish. I was fortunate that Rob bottled it as much as I did, and I got over the line.
Obviously, last game we saw you in a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort.
Yeah.
How are you today? And you looked more comfortable on that stage. Is it getting better, the gouts?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I guess people want to just put a few more barriers in front of me.
But moving forward, it's a tournament that you've had good success in. Final last year, and you're in a good place to go on better at the moment.
Yeah, maybe not after that performance. So that was just a complete struggle the whole game. It was messy. It was disastrous. So but happy to move forwards and upwards and onwards.
For the tournament as well, on the other side of the draw to you, Fallon Sherrock doing great things for darts. How have you assessed her performance in the tournament?
Yeah, I did look at it. I was quite shocked when Mensa had lost to Fallon, but I looked at the averages. Fallon averaged 89, 88, and Mensa averaged 84. So that's quite reassuring for myself.
James, pleasure as always.
Cheers, thank you.
James, an eventful game tonight. There was distractions, obviously the point as well. How pleased are you with the way you kept your head and held the positive?
Really, really happy. I didn't keep my head. I panicked and I flustered, and as you can see by the results, I was lucky to win. So.
What was the distraction during the game? You seemed to look to the side of the stage.
The guy was taking pictures when he perhaps shouldn't have been. I'm quite old-fashioned, so I'm quite miserable. But I believe he shouldn't have been taking shots when he was taking shots. I threw the first start, which was a bad one, and the way I was playing, I knew the second or third would plump in, and it was going and when I don't know if photographers, they've got like their big cameras and they're a big deal. They go and he did it, and I looked across and I was like, what I should have done is stopped. But if you stop and ask the photographer to stop, then the crowd gets on your back, so you're in a no-win situation. So it's not excuses; it's just frustration. There should be more things around it, to protect us. Apparently, it was a photographer's first gig at darts. As much as other people have said stuff, he should have been told. You don't fire until. It wouldn't happen in bigger sports.
A lot of support for you in the crowd tonight. How much encouragement did that give you?
Oh, it's brilliant. Really, really good. And and I don't know why they cheered me, but they did. And especially when Rob was going for a shot there right at the end. That's the way when they get behind the other player and they like start cheering it, and then they hit it, and I'm like, Argh. But they jeered him a little bit, and it was. Much as I say, it wasn't very nice. It was great for me.
Never lost in a Grand Slam semi-final. How determined to keep up that record? Yeah,
but after tonight, it's mixed emotions. The build-up to it, brilliant, but this game was a load of crap. And I was just really, really lucky that Rob didn't play well. Really, really lucky. I think I did all right to begin with, and I lost. To be fair, even when I went down towards the dartboard and the stage and everything, I had no concentration, and I don't know why I had no concentration. I was like a lost little soul down there, and no one cares about a lost little soul, but And then when I got in front, I was like, wow, I'm not ready for it, not playing well, and I'm still in front, and then the point snapped, and then the guy snapped with the camera, and it was like, it was the excuse I needed not to win.
Well done on the win, and thanks for your time.
Cheers, thank you.
James, touching on what you said about the crowds, can something like that just give you an extra edge in those sort of encounters?
Well, it does when they're booing him when he's going for a shot, yeah. Many a crowd have affected many a game. You know, I've seen people win tournaments when they probably shouldn't have done because of the crowd. You know, should the crowd come into play when someone's playing for their livelihood and something that's so important to them and something that they love to do? You know, what I've got to remember, I've been in it for 20 years now, and a lot of things have changed, you know. It's not personal from the crowd, but sometimes when it doesn't go your way, it feels like a big kick in the things, and you know, it really hurts. It does really hurt, honestly. And it's like you come in here, it's your job to do what you do, and all of a sudden someone nicking the battery out of your camera. You know, and it's one interview. You know, you might get to interview someone like that's more famous than you know, and all that stuff. Someone takes that battery away from you, and you cannot do the interview. How would you feel?
Yeah.
And that's how Rob feels, I'm sure, right now. And it's not very nice. It's horrible. It really is horrible. But it's the world of darts and what we know and what we have to put up with and what we continue to struggle with. But we only knock it when we lose.
Brilliant. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.